Hello everyone and welcome to our channel. This is my dog Zaya. Welcome back to our channel. If you do not subscribe already, please feel free to subscribe to our channel and don't forget to click on the bell icon. That way you get notified every time that we post a video. With that being said, let's get started on today's video. Hi guys, we're back with another Sunday sunrise video, and today we are going to go over some motivational tips to get you through your week. All that start with the letter D. So the first motivational tip that I would like to discuss is determination. Having a set mind on a specific goal that you have for your week. And determination is going to get you through any fears or any difficulties that come in the way of that said goal or affirmation or whatever it may be. So for example, let's take a goal that you have for the week. For me, my goal this week is to deepen my metaphysical yoga practice. That way I can grow more spiritually as well as just grow in general as a human being. So what I'm going to do is have that determination, and I'm going to set a goal of learning 3 new things that I learned from the metaphysical side of yoga and what I've learned from them and how I've grown. So I'm going to journal on this, and I'm going to make sure that I learn at least 3 things this week. So some fears that I have is that I'm going to face something or wake up one day and just, I don't really want to do this, or, you know, things are getting busy, I have work to do, or I have so many other things to do that I just can't make that time for myself. I'm going to make sure that I set time aside. Some difficulties is things come up and I won't have the time, although you always have time for things that you set a goal for. You always have time. There's always, if you want to do something really badly or you want to learn something new, you're going to do that. And what drives that is that determination, making sure that you hold on to. Well, it's important because without it, we lose lack of focus. We let fear win. And my biggest thing is to not let fear control my decisions, control where I'm going. So just holding on to that positive goal setting, affirmation making side of things. The second motivational tip that I have for you today is to just dance. Let loose. When you're cooking dinner, have a little dance party, or if you live with someone, if you're cooking dinner, when you wake up in the morning and you're brushing your teeth, set a little dance party. Or if you have a puppy, dance with your puppy. Cue dance segment.
Wow, you can really dance. Wow, you can really dance. He went. They said we've both been dancing all this time. What a coincidence.
It's just a really good way to release energy, to lift your energy. If you're feeling a little low, it might make you feel a little bit happy. I would try it just to get your body moving. And also dancing is another way to get your exercise in. If it's, it's seemingly difficult with the gyms being closed and your workout routine either being hindered or just maybe you just don't like working out. A good way to just move your body is to dance. And it doesn't have to be choreographed. It doesn't have to be anything too snazzy. Just moving and getting your vibes, whatever it may be. Just move that body. The third motivational tip that I have for you today is a little heavy, and it might be not difficult to grasp, but bear with me. So it's detachment. Detaching yourself from physical objects, to material things. Stop it. Even certain relationships, we hold unhealthy attachments to. So I'm going to read a quote from Buddha it really resonates with this topic and resonates with me, and I hope that it resonates with you as well. The secret of happiness lies in the mind's release of worldly ties. So I'm going to read a little excerpt from the Path of the Yoga Sutras. Attachments to things develop until we are so involved with them that we lose perspective, identifying ourselves in terms of outer names and forms. As we slow down and turn inward, connecting our inner light of awareness that quietly watches everything happening, we naturally lose interest to external and transient objects. We realize that the ups and downs of life come and go. So attachments to things that we hold on to, we hold perspective on things, and the whole point of non-attachment or detaching ourselves from worldly objects is that when we hold on to attachments, our mind isn't clear, we're not focused on something, we kind of have what we call like a bias towards certain outlooks on life. So when we detach ourselves and we really just we start having a clearer mind and we have a better focus on things. So it's kind of like having an outsider's perspective on a situation. So for example, last week I had an accident with my computer. I spilled a 32 fluid ounce water bottle onto my computer, and lo and behold, it had water damage. And my reaction to when it happened was just something I did not imagine happening. I broke down crying, I was freaking out, and then I realized as I was sitting there with my drenched laptop in my hand, holding it upside down, trying to get the water to drain, I realized I have such an attachment to this piece of equipment, and it's seemingly unhealthy. It's making me react, and I'm starting to suffer, and I'm feeling these emotions that I really don't really want to be feeling. And I thought to myself, I'm in control of my emotions, and this is the way that I'm reacting, and it's having the people around me react in that same negative aspect. So knowing that and learning from it, I learned that there are certain things that I didn't think I was attached to that I was super attached to, and I started losing perspective on life. Like, is it truly important that I have this thing, this machine to run my life? And it really did shift. So I hope this resonates with you, and just knowing that try not to make decisions when you're feeling a very intense emotion. So for example, you don't really want to make, sometimes when we're feeling that heated emotion, such as anger or sadness, or we feel depressed or we're suffering, you don't really want to make decisions, or you want to think before you speak, because you might say something, or you might react, or you might make a decision that's not a decision that you would normally make when your head is clear. So don't hold on to those emotions. Don't attach yourself to those emotions. Just know that this is temporary. Maybe just, again, take a step back and think, I'm feeling a really intense emotion right now. I'm just gonna hold off on making any decisions or saying anything until I'm ready. And also that goes with happiness too. Sometimes we make these jump the gun decisions when we're happy. And then when the time comes for that whatever choice that we made during that time, we realize, wow, I made a decision based off of happiness, and now I'm starting to feel regret, or whatever it may be. Just take time. And I think in today's society, it's really hard for people, especially for me. Patience is hard, and that's all right. But knowing that, hey, I might not have a clear and focused mind right now, but I will have that calm mind going forward. And there's so much to detachment, and I can go on forever about it, but just being cognizant that we hold on to attachments. And even if you're like, this isn't me, having a lack of attachment is also a form of attachment. And I know that's like, what? Maybe thinking of your grandparents where they're like, oh, I'm not going to get a smartphone. That's just, what? Not being able to adapt to certain changes in society, or not being able to adapt to changes in the world, is an attachment to what was. You have an attachment to the past. And not saying that you have to constantly keep moving with society, but you need to know that everything is temporary and it's going to change as you move on. So those are your 3 tips for your week. I hope that this helps you have a happy and determined week to get something done, get some movement in, dance a little bit, and try to think about detachment. Try not to hold on to certain ways of being. Have a beautiful week, and let's glow and grow together.